one of the reasons we talk about Frederick Gunn all the time is we think he is an incredible model for the type of person we want all of our students to become, and that there's this great diversity in his experience that students can draw both sort of inspiration and encouragement from. He was very closely tied up with the abolitionist movement in New England, and he had an instinct for being outside, for going outside. He never wrote out his philosophy of education, but he had this instinct that students need to develop their own core convictions and learn to live those out and to defend them. He cared a lot about the natural world and the intersection between student learning and the natural world. And so we are constantly trying to develop in students a sense of their place, the physical space that they inhabit, the impact that they have on the natural world through resource consumption and things like that. We try to get them out in the woods so they get a sense of the grandeur of the natural world and their role in it. We want them to develop their voice. We want them to develop an understanding of who they are as a citizen in this small community, so that when they go out into gradually larger communities, they understand the impact that they can have for good in those places.
Because I was really taken by Mr. Gunn's vision of education. I'm committed to the boarding school model. I think this is a really unique place to take character education and citizenship seriously. We create this sort of cult of youth actually in our time, where kids get to just go off and be by themselves. And what boarding school says is like, yeah, we get that. You can go and be by yourself, but you're gonna do it in an environment where we take the outcomes of that exploration really seriously. So, I mean, instead of thinking of it as a student going off from the sort of protection of the home, I think it's actually an invitation into an intentional learning community that just makes all of what that student is doing in that time, we hope, like really driving towards their vision of the good life and preparation for the whole of their life, not just college.
When I took the tour, the community was very warm, and I just felt it and I loved it.
This is exactly the kind of community that I was looking for. With everybody being super friendly, I sort of found home here.
I'm really happy, and I wasn't sure how fast I would feel this way, but I feel like the first day I got here, I was just comfortable and excited, and it's been that way ever since.
I found my education at my public school was not personal enough for me. The athletics wasn't as intense as I wanted it to be.
I came here because I was just looking for a stronger academic challenge. I found that here.
One thing that surprised me is that everybody knew each other.
I found that almost immediately you meet new faces, you meet new people, and they immediately pull you in and just want to make you part of everything they're doing.
It felt like home to me. It is my home.
When I visited, that's the first thing I noticed. Just everyone was clicked together. There was no isolation, especially in the classroom.
I have made the best friends, and I have tried so many new things and have seen nothing but support for those things.
It was definitely easy to make friends here. Even if you're kind of an introvert, people here bring you out of your shell.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. You can always hang out with your friends.
What I really like about Frederick Gunn's influence is his love for the outdoors and how that's really integrated into our school community.
Frederick Gunn, his concept of his school was you need to get out there, out of your room, and not just isolate yourself. That's why he started the school walk, where you bond with lots of kids.
School walk is my favorite day of the year, that we spend an entire day hiking and reflecting about each other, our environment, our community. I think it's really cool that we do that.
I want you to know that this is a school where everyone can be themselves and be open. There's no need to shy away from anything.
Here, everything's super individualized, and they really care about each one of us, and we get to pick what we really want to do and to not feel like we're limited.
I'm so happy. Anytime someone asks me, I just say I'm in love with it. I
don't want to leave next year. It's really bittersweet. I guess I have to move on and go to college, but if I had the choice, I would never leave.
Go Gunn!